Hey guys, and welcome to another Minecraft mod showcase, and this one is about the Modular PowerSuits mod, which is a mod which adds some armor to the game and a tool. These armor pieces and the fist stuff have, like, you can add loads of different abilities onto them, and they're really cool and stuff. This is how you craft them. So it's basically like normal iron armor, except wiring, two pieces of wiring instead of well, some of the other stuff. So, like, here's two pieces of wiring instead of these iron ingots, and here's the... Yeah, you get it already. So, I'm just going to take these, and the first thing, like, you might notice, right, when you put it on, is it looks pretty swag. I mean, like, that model is not of Minecraft. It's, like, not Minecraft. It's so, wow. Much wowing, wow. But yeah, if you press L, right, this menu thing comes up, where you can customize the look of the things. I can change this white, or like I'm gonna change this color into like an orange color. This is what Armor 2 looks like. It's more robotic, I guess. And then so I'm gonna turn this off and this on. Right, so helmets, like I'm gonna make it orange and like all that stuff. You can change it around with, you can fiddle around with the colors. Then that is going to be, so that right tube entry is this back bit here, and then the tubes is going to be the side bits, of course. I'm going to keep it grey, or whitish grey, you know what I mean. And the visor is obviously the visor. So you can add another colour here if you want to make it a different colour. So like, say if I want to make the visor like a greenish colour, like a dark green, I can make the visor a dark green. I don't need to customize it, yeah? And then here, the chest plate, right? So Armor 2 is just the robotic armor stuff. So that's the robotic armor, which actually looks pretty cool, pretty swag and stuff. But yeah, so if I take off that base stuff here, I think it looks cool, pretty cool, swag and stuff. Right, now the Modular PowerSuits, like what it's meant to look like that. Right, I'm just gonna customize it all. Well, like this part. So there's the accessory here, which is obviously that bit. So I'm gonna make that white. There's the backpack, which is on the back. And then at the bottom, right, there's arms. So, of course, the arms. So you actually need the arms. Because otherwise it doesn't work. I don't know. It's really bulky for me. But it's a nice mod. It's a good mod. I like it. So then I'm going to change the colour of the arms. I'm change the colour of the accessory. No, not the accessory. The backpack is at the back. Actually, yeah, the backpack's that bit. So the backpack will be white or black. I'm gonna make it this colour, yeah, I'm gonna make it this colour. The belt, I'm gonna make the belt orange, and the belt crystal is gonna be green maybe. So I'm gonna add another colour here, make it green. So turn those down and blah blah blah. You get it. So now I've customized all of that stuff, and so something you might have seen, right? I like is the jetpack right here, right? So if I just turn all this on quickly, you can see the jetpack basically. And what I like doing, right, is turning everything off, and having just the jetpack. So there we go. So there's like just the jetpack. So the lights are going to be green, duh. The main is going to be orange, and the secondary is going to be white. So yeah, so that's like the jetpack. So far I've got this helmet with jetpack. So then here's the legs, which is probably the most simple of all. So here there's just normal legs, so you can't really customize the normal legs at all. You can change the color, of course, which I'm going to do, obviously. So I'm going to change the colors of that to the orange color. But then here's the armor 2, right? This is what the legs would look like if it was like that. Next the boots, and it's probably the most simple of all of them. Like I thought that was the most simple. But the armor 2 basically looks like that. It's like, I don't know why they call it. It looks like, I don't know, it looks weird, I think. I might actually have a look at what the full set of Armor 2 looks like. Oh, I think I get it. So the Armor 2, legs and feet will actually go together. I get it now. Okay, cool. So yeah, so there's like the actual boots, and then apparently there's a glow somewhere. We're going to glow to blue. Yeah, okay, so the back part. the back part is the glow. So yeah, that's pretty much it for the armor 2. But of course, again, I'm not going to use the armor 2. I'm going to use these, which make that, and I'm going to use that color that I like. So I'm going to turn blue down and red up to make the orange, and and done. So now, if I put these on, look, I look even more swag than I did before. Look at that, I mean, awesome stuff, right? Yeah, Let's go on to the power fist. The power fist looks like awesome. Yes, you craft it like this. And the reason why I'm actually not showing you the crafting recipes in the actual table is because for some reason they're not working for me. So say if I get up on not enough items here, none of these actual recipes work for me. Like this one does. None of them passed here. So everything before here, all these, I'm pressing like the R for recipe, and it's not giving me the recipe. So that's all that. And there's this stuff. It actually giving me the recipe. Actually, except for the control circuit. This stuff is this. But the actual armor stuff, the tinker table, and all of this stuff, and the fist, is not actually giving you a crafting recipe. So I don't know why that is. It's probably a glitch. But anyway, it usually works for me. You might have already noticed, but the model down here on the right actually looks swag. Unfortunately, you can't change the colour for some reason. I don't know why, but you can't change the colour. I'm like putting all this down and stuff, and it's not actually coming up with an option. These are the things that you can craft. So, well, the power armor tinker table you craft like this, even though it's actually not contained with the crafting recipe. But I looked it up on the page, and this is how you craft it. In normal survival, but if you have like say industrial craft, it's different recipes. It's electronic circuits instead. And yeah, so these are the stuff you can craft. So insulated rubber hose you've got with 2 glass and 6 wool. The liquid nitrogen bucket you craft with 8 ice and 1 bucket water bucket. And the computer chip you craft with 2 blocks of redstone, 1 redstone comparator, 2 gold ingots, and a diamond. And then there's a magnet, which you craft with 6 iron ingots and 3 solenoids. And the solenoids, it won't actually tell me how to craft, but I'm pretty sure it's just like 3 wiring. But next is the solar panel, which you craft with 8 glass panes and 1 lapis lazuli block. Then there's the artificial muscle, which you craft with 4 carbon myofiber and 1 myofiber gel. To craft the carbon myofiber, you use 8 raw carbon, which you get by smelting a block of coal. So, and myofiber gel is 2 water buckets, or 4 water buckets, and 3 magma cream. So those are the things you can actually do. And yeah, there's the other things here, like the lux capacitator. It won't tell me how to craft, and I don't really know how to. This, again, won't tell me how to. Just look it up on the forums, all that stuff, and all that stuff. Okay. So, next, right? I'll tell you what that is later. Then that is a infinite day cycle, so it's always gonna be midday. So, onto the temple, the altar of truth, the awesome altar stuff. So I built this. It's pretty cool, I think. It's like got beacon stuff to make it look cool. But anyway, so the beacon's fine. It's kind of cool. But anyway, so there's this awesome altar here that I made with the power armor tinker table, which is an awesome model as well. Like everything in this mod, awesome models. And yeah, so this is where it gets complicated, right? So then there's plating, which like is armor. So say the iron plating is basic plating. It's heavy, but it's protective. To get it, you use 1 basic plating, which is one of the things that it won't tell me how to craft. So I'm just going to tell you to look up the forums. And the maximum armor in thingy that you can have is 5 points for 10 kilograms of weight, and the weight is basically so it slows you down when you're walking or something. So I don't want that, so I'm going to salvage it. So diamond plating is better than the iron plating, because you can get 6 armor bars for 10 kilograms. So say if I install it, of course it uses advanced plating, which again won't tell me how to craft, but yeah. Plating thickness is like 6 kilograms for 6 points. So it's 4 less kilograms and 1 more armor point. And 6 points would mean actual 3 armor bars, 3 full armor bars, because 1 point is half a bar. And yeah, so I don't want that either, because the best one is the energy shield. So it's much lighter than all the plating, but it actually consumes energy, which we'll get into in a second. And to get the energy shield, you need 2 force field emitters, which is another thing I went on how to craft. So yeah, you install that. I'm going to install that, and the field strength is at the top. It's 6 points of damage, so it's actually as good as diamond plating, except it does not weigh you down at all. There's no weight, it just takes up energy. And the last is the heatsink. I'm not actually sure what it does. It's as good as iron plating, I'm assuming, so if I install it, it's like that, a maximum heat, so I'm assuming it's sort of like, I guess, like maybe like a fire resistance thing, but I don't want it, so I'm going to salvage that. So that's the energy shield. And let me just get rid of that, because, you know, salvaging. If you install something, salvaging might give it back. Won't, not definitely. So actually, everything I've salvaged so far has given me back. Maybe it's because I'm creative, but maybe not. So next is energy. And yeah. So actually, you might notice on the side it says energy 0 out of 0. Press shift for more information. The installed modules, which right now it's only energy shield. But so there's the basic battery, the advanced battery, the elite battery, the solar generator, and the high efficiency solar generator. Normal vanilla, these just go away once they're used up. I'm pretty sure there's no way to get the energy back. But I recommend installing thermal expansion or industrial craft, because then you have ways to charge them. So industrial craft, you can use solar panels, solar generators, I mean. And with thermal expansion, you can use this thing here, which is a energetic infuser. You need a leadstone energy cell frame, 4 lead, 4 glass, and a redstone block of redstone. You smelt lead or pulverized lead, which Also, it's the redstone transmission coil, I think it says. To craft that, you need 2 redstone and the silver, so you need 2 of those. And you also need a machine frame, which is crafted with 4 iron ingots, 4 glass, and 1 gold ingot. You also need a redstone reception coil, which is 2 redstone and gold ingot. And also there's copper ingots, 2 copper ingots, which you just get from smelting copper. So that's how you craft the energetic infuser. So yeah, that's all that. And so this is probably actually better than the solar panels. Although it does take an energy cell. This is the creative energy cell, so basically this never runs out, so that's why I got it. So the first tier is leadstone energy cell. You need 3 copper ingots, redstone conductance coil, which is 2 redstone and an electrum ingot. You need 1 of those and 3 copper ingots and the leadstone energy cell frame. To get the frame, you need 4 lead ingots, block of redstone. Yeah, I did that with this. That's that bit there. I do recommend installing thermal expansion, so you can charge it with this stuff, and I don't know how to charge these. It doesn't say anywhere. So you put your thingy in the energetic infuser, and when it's done, it goes out here, and because I got the output on the side, it goes into the chest. But that's only when it's done. So I'm obviously not done yet. It's not charged, but yeah. So that's how you charge it. So you might want to install the solar generator, so which basically means the sun powers it. So you can use that. So say if you just wear it, I guess it'll go up in your energy for the helmet will go up in energy just by having these. So I'm going to install both of these, that and that. So right now it weighs 300 grams so far altogether. And I'm also going to install the elite battery, which takes an HP capacitor, which also doesn't tell you how to craft. So I'm going to install that quickly and just put that up, I guess, all the way to the top. Yeah, that put it up as well. So that takes the solar panel and control circuits. Solar panel, I told you how to craft. It's a lapis lazuli surrounded by glass panes, and control circuit is doesn't tell you how to craft. And with that, it's exactly the same as before, except it's another 2 solar panels and a computer chip. So next up with the helmet is the water electrolyzer, which basically, when you run out of air, this module will jolt the water around you, electrolysing a small bubble to breathe from. So basically, it makes an air pocket for you to breathe in for a little bit, and basically, I just read that off there. It takes an LV capacitor. Next is the auto feeder. Whenever you're hungry, this module will grab the bottom leftmost food item from your inventory and feed it to you, storing the rest for later. So that's 2 servo motors and a control circuit. Doesn't tell me how to craft either of those. Next is night vision. a pair of augmented. Well, yeah, basically it gives you night vision, permanent night vision effect, and that's installed. It takes a hologram emitter and a control circuit, which doesn't tell me how to either do from the card. Yeah, next is a flight control, which an integrated control circuit to help you fly better. Press Z to go down. So this is for flying, like so, which we'll get onto later. Next is a clock on the run that shows you the time. So basically, it's just a input clock on the side of your thing. So the same with the compass, and that's preferably the control circuit and the compass, and that's the control circuit clock. Here, there's another armor thing, which is mechanical assistance, which is robotic assistance to reduce the effect of weight on the user. So I'm going to install that, and it takes 4 artificial muscle. I'm going to install that, so it actually subtracts weight. So now it's only 2 kilograms, not 10. And next up, right, is the parachute, which is add a parachute to slow your descent. Activate by pressing sneak, defaults, and shift in midair. So yeah, I'm not going to install that, but it takes 2 parachutes, which won't tell me how to craft again. And next is the glider, which tack on some wings to turn downward into forward momentum. When you're falling down, you can press shift, or sneak, and forward, while falling to activate it. So you basically just, instead of fall, you just go forwards, and that takes 2 glider wings, which doesn't know what you have, but I'm going to install that because it's cool. And next, my favourite part is the jetpack. Jetpack should allow you to jump indefinitely, or at least until you run out of power. So yeah, I'm going to install that. It takes 4 iron thrusters, which doesn't tell me how to craft again, which is, yeah, blah blah blah. And thrust, I'm going to put it all the way up to the top, and yeah. So basically that's how strong the jetpack is. So special is active camouflage. Emit a hologram of your surroundings to make yourself almost. So basically, it makes you invisible to mobs, I think. And that takes 4 hologram emitters. Doesn't go to graph. 2 force field emitters and 2 control circuits, and it doesn't tell me how to graph any of them. And next is a magnet, which generates a magnetic field stronger than others. But basically, when it's on, items that are on the floor will float into you and go into your inventory. So like the magnet mode on a lot of items. This module drains power continuously, so it always drains power. So when you're not using it, turn it off. But it costs 2 magnets and a control circuit, and it doesn't. I told you how to craft the magnets, but I don't know how to craft the control circuits. So next up is the cooling system, which cools down heat-producing modules quicker. So that costs 4 iVender and control circuits. So basically, yeah, blah blah blah. And I'm going to install the. So this is basically a better version. So it's liquid nitrogen, 2 insulated rubber hoses, 1 control circuit, and 2 computer chips. Water tank, store water which can later be used to cool yourself in emergency situations. So basically, if you overheat, if you use things too much, you get set on fire. And if this is on, this is in, it will put it down instantly. Next is the mob repulsor, so it pushes mobs away from you when activated, but constantly drains power. But it costs 1 magnet and 1 control circuit. So next up is the legs, and with the legs, it's just normal shields and energy and stuff. But there's also the kinetic jetty, which generates power with your movement. So basically, moving generates energy. And the big things is this stuff. So movement. So sprint assist. So when you sprint, you walk faster. Basically, you go faster. And it costs 4 servo motors, and I'm going to put it all the way up to the top. So that is a way to negate the weight. So because things will weigh so much, you can put this on to make it work better. Now we've got jump assists, so now I can jump higher, which costs 4 servo motors. Swim boost, you can basically swim faster, I guess, and it costs an iron thruster and 2 solenoids, which does damage craft. You can install that and put the thruster all the way to the top. And next is uphill step assist, so which costs 2 servo motors, and basically it means you don't need stairs anymore. You can just go up normal one block, then jumps without having to jump. So I'm going to install that as well. With the boots, it's all this stuff, and there's jet boots, which is not strong as a jetpack, but they work, I guess, sort of. 2 iron thrusters, so it's 2 iron thrusters less than a jetpack, I think. Yeah, 2 iron thrusters less than a jetpack. And yeah, I'm going to put the thrust all the way to the top. Shock absorber, so basically it's like feather falling. 2 servo motors and 2 wool, and it only works when it's all the way at the top. So it's all the way at the top, which means you don't take full damage at all anymore. Next is the Power Fist, which is probably the biggest thing in the mod. First is the axe, which is basically, so it's an axe module, so you can chop wood, so it works as an axe. So I'm going to install that. 3 iron ingots in the solenoid. And you can, I'm going to put this up so it's like a diamond axe now. So now it's the pickaxe, which is yeah, like a pickaxe. 3 iron ingots solenoid again. I'm going to put that on the chart so it's like a diamond pickaxe, maybe better. Also with this, I'm going to install the diamond drill upgrade. So it's basically, so now it can mine obsidian, so it's as good as diamond, and it's as fast as diamond. So it costs 3 diamonds and it's solenoid. And next is a shovel, which is like the rest, and 3 iron ingots in the solenoid. Shears, so cuts through leaves and wool, which costs 2 iron ingots in the solenoid. And next is rototiller, so it's like a hoe, which is 2 iron ingots in the solenoid. So I'm pretty sure it does like a 3x3 area of land. So, and yeah, so next is a Lux capacitor, which is launch a virtually infinite number of attractive light sources at the wall. Next is the prototype Omri wrench. Say if a wrench from Galacticraft, it works like that. A wrench from Industrial Craft, it works like that. So it can work like any other wrench. So it goes control circuit 2 servomotors. Next is an ore scanner, which is a way to see how valuable the land around you is. So I'm not sure how it works, but basically if there's ores around you, it will tell you, I guess. And it's a computer chip and a control circuit, so I'm going to install that. So now you can customize how far it is, so 4 meters in each direction, XYZ, which is energy per block is 50. So I'm not sure how many meters it is. It might be just blocks. I don't know. So next is leaf blower, which creates a torrent of air to knock plants out of the ground and leaves off trees. So basically, it disintegrates all leaves and plants and stuff like that. Flint steel. So so basically like a flint steel installed. So it's a servo motor and a flint steel. Next is dimensional tear generator. Generate a tear in a space-time continuum that will teleport the player to its relative coordinates in the nether or overworld. I used it earlier and just teleported me somewhere else in the overworld, so this is a TE multimeter, which you won't actually have in normal, but it's thermal expansion thing, and it's a multimeter integrated in your power tool, so if you have thermal expansion, then you might want to install this. So, next is special. I crashed there, but anyway, a field tinkered module. So, it costs a control circuit and a servo motor, and what it does is basically it's a portable tinker table. If you hold shift, by the way, and then scroll, like with your thingy, that's how you change it. So now, if I click, right, see the colour I chose was like a bluish colour, so this is the bluish colour. So with this one, you can't actually install upgrades, you can just measure them. Next is the Aqua Affinity, which reduces the spill penalty for using your tool underwater. So normally it would slow down how fast your tool mines underwater, which costs a servo motor. You can install that, and the power will do that. So it doesn't slow me down at all. So now it's like a crafting table input into my thing. So it's a control circuit and a crafting table. Install that. So now you can see this crafting table there. And then there's a torch placer. It stores torches and places them in the world. Next is the weapon stuff. So first is a melee assist. So I'm going to install that. It costs 2 servo motors and an LV capacitor. And basically, so now my tool is a lot stronger than it was before. So but normally it would do +1 attack damage, so it does 2 damage because there's normal hit and then there's a +1. Melee damage is 10 points. So this is knockback. So melee damage is going to be 10 points, which is I think 5 hearts. So it's normally +1, but now it'll be +6. So it's as good as an iron sword now. Next is the plasma cannon. Use electrical arcs in the containment field to superheat air to a plasma and launch it at enemies. So it takes 2 force field emitters and an HV capacitor. Install that and put all of it up. So it looks really cool. I'll show you that later. Next is railgun, which is really strong gun thing. Heavy recoil, which you could use for your advantage. So basically it shoots something. It costs 6 solenoids and an HV capacitor. Install that, voltage all the way to the top, so it's as strong as it can be. Next is blade launchers. You can hit things with it, or you can shear stuff. It's an MV capacitor and a servo motor, which don't tell me how to craft these. Next is a lightning summoner, which allows me to summon lightning for a large energy cost. When you click, you shoot lightning at some place, but it takes a lot of energy. So next is the blink drive, right? So it's movement. Blink drive. Get from point A to point C via point B, where point B is a fold in space and time. So you basically look somewhere and then click, and it teleports you there. So cost an iron thruster and 2 forceful emitters, and install that. Put the range all the way up, so it can be 64 m, which is I think 64 blocks. I don't know. Don't really know the proper translation. And on the right there, you see the compass and the clock. No, on the left you can see the compass and the clock. And on the right you can see the energy stuff. So it's like 110 energy. Without that, I go faster. So you're just doing nothing. And now, like, if I shift and thingy, it slows me down. But because I have so many things installed on all of them, I'm actually a lot slower. Although walking, I'm actually faster than normal. So wait, I don't know why is that going down? So now, look, I'm going a lot faster without either of those installed. I'm lagging a bit as well, but you know, no biggie. Now the shift thing to go down is going a lot faster as well. Now, when I put that in there, you'll see it actually starts charging up. So I'm just going to put that in there, and that in there. It's going up like 2k every second. Yeah, it takes 500k and it's only barely at 50 yet, so that'll take a while. Okay, so they're done. They are all at 500,000 energy. As you can see, I'm super fast at stuff. If I actually hit L, I can actually make all of this invisible. So now, all you can see on me is the jetpack, and I look super swag. Like, awesomeness and stuff, man. So, right, yeah, so this is basically it. It's probably one of my favourite mods. I can throw light sources, so, like, I can make light whenever I want, so I don't need to hold torches. Teleport, which is also pretty cool. So I can teleport up there. Like, say if I wanted to go over here, I just teleport there quickly. Like that, so that's pretty cool as well. So if I just get like a zombie or something, the one hit KO, it's like OP is balls. Boom, one hit KO, like OP. So Iron Golem, like, so they have 100 health, right? 4. So it does like 25 damage per hit or something like that. I don't know, but it's crazy basically. While I was waiting, I did a thingy mob. I can't remember what it's called, but it's awesome. Go over here. There we go. So there's a crafting table. Go over here. Grass block. So yeah, it's basically like I can't remember what it's called. It's like a block swapper, I think. Yeah, it's like it's called a block swapper. I forgot one thing. It's called a plasma cannon. What's this? It's awesome, right? Look, the whole is like this awesome like orb here, and like shoot it at things. It can explode terrain. So like there, it's like a 3x3, or it can damage mobs. Boom, one hit though. Why isn't it burning? Huh. Oh, so look, one hit though. So yeah, it's really strong, and yeah, it's pretty cool. And then just one more thing, which is the Iron Golem, which has 100 health. Assuming it's gonna be like 4 hits. So 1, 2, 3 hits. So it's stronger than the railgun, and it doesn't have any knockback, but it does damage terrain. So if you don't want to risk it, then don't. But yeah, so that's really cool. So I hope you enjoyed this mod showcase. Leave a like if you did, and yeah, if this is the first video you've seen of mine, then make sure to subscribe. But otherwise, I will see you in later videos. And oh wait for it. I'm out. Like watching jetpack stuff, like skills. Oh yeah, them skills. I'm out. Oh yeah. Bye bye. I just like to point out actually that I just finished and stuff, and the power armor chest plate had gone down to 50k, but these two were like this one was like 499k and this one was still 500k. So the chest plate takes up a lot more energy than the rest. Probably because I was using the rest, but you know, it just takes a little more energy. So yeah. Swag.